Ukraine's president says Russian forces have committed war crimes as more reports emerge of violence allegedly committed on civilians in Bucha. Volodymyr Zelenskyy spoke as he made a visit to the recently liberated city north of Kyiv.
These are war crimes, and they will be recognized by the world as genocide. You are here today and can see what happened. We know of thousands of people killed and tortured, with severed limbs, raped women, murdered children. I think it's more than. This is genocide.
Bucha's mayor accused Russian troops of deliberately killing civilians during their month-long occupation of his town. Local officials say they have counted around 50 victims of execution-style slaying so far. Ukrainian authorities say they found over 420 civilian casualties near Kyiv by Sunday. Reporters could not independently confirm the claim. Associated Press journalists saw the bodies of at least 21 people in various spots around Bucha. They appear to have been killed at close range. At least 2 had their hands tied behind their backs. One was shot in the head, and another's legs were bound. A mass grave at the church remained open, with hands and feet poking through red clay. Satellite images show a 45-foot-long trench. Standing next to the grave of her husband, one Bucha resident recounted her ordeal at the hands of Russian troops. She said she and her husband, a former Marine, were dragged from their apartment and held prisoner for days when Russian troops set up a command center in their building. She said a Chechen fighter warned he would cut them both to pieces. Her husband was nowhere to be seen, until she was told about some slain victims in a basement stairwell.
When I came down, I recognized him by his shoes, his trousers. His face was mutilated, his body was cold. They turned him over a little. My neighbour still has a picture of his face. He had been shot in the head, mutilated, tortured.
Some residents say they witnessed Russian soldiers randomly killing civilians.
Those people were just walking, and they shot them without any reason. Bang! In the next neighborhood, Stokolka, it was even worse. They would shoot without asking any questions.
Similar reports have come out of other locations near Kyiv, like the suburb of Irpin. Eddie Aitken, NTD News.